I had no intention of ever building an Exocet until I saw one. And I actually met Stuart Mills, the owner of MEV, and we got talking. He said he could build me a frame, and I just thought, well, why not? Everything from the MX-5 would literally bolt to the space frame, and it just seemed to work well for me. The design of it, again, is as basic as you can be, and then you just add to it. In America, they've been putting the LS3 supercharged V8 engine in some, and I thought I'd go all out, match their power, but go even lighter with a little 1.6 turbo engine. Mazda B6 engine, all steel crank, ACL main bearings, ACL rod bearings, the IRP main studs, the IRP rod bolts, the head stud and nut kit, Carrillo rods in there with the Wiseco pistons, the blocks being lined, Cometic triple layer metal head gasket, boundary engineering oil pump, because the originals like to fail if you rev them hard enough, the cylinder head being ported and polished massively, Supertech oversized valves on both the inlet and exhaust, the Supertech double valve springs to allow for high RPM. It's got the copper beryllium valve seats in there. They've also got the Supertech titanium retainers and titanium spring seats. The cams are a custom ground cat cams unit, high lift on both sides. The cylinder head machine work that's been done to it is pretty extensive, just to allow for the cams to rotate. We've moved on to the Toyota COPS system because the Mazda weren't up to the job. They've gone to the 1000cc injectors, custom inlet with a 90mm throttle body on it, running a Turbonetics TNX series turbocharger with a Turbonetics external wastegate. Clutch and drivetrain, it's a competition twin disc clutch, no flywheel, it's just a ring gear, through to a custom made Quaife gearbox. The gearbox makes a little bit of a whine, but nothing to worry about, it sounds nice. And then I've got the Quaife automatic torque biasing rear diff, just for good measure. We did have the Torsen Type 2 in there, but on launch control it decided it didn't want to stay in one piece, so out that one came and entered the Quaife. So far so good. Suspension wise on the Exocet, we've gone with the Meister R setup. The springs have been tailored obviously to the weight of the car, because it's only half the weight of an MX-5, despite everything else being from an MX-5. The wishbones, standard MX-5 units, everything's been polybushed. The hubs again, standard MX-5 units, same with the anti-roll bar, same as what you'd find on any MX-5. Brakes and wheels wise, I'm running a 356mm front disc with aluminium hubs. We've all got to the point where we've had brake fade, and I don't ever want to be there again. You can never over brake things, so I've got the 356mm front discs with 6-pot calipers at the front, and 300mm discs at the back with 4-pot Willwoods, and a mechanical handbrake. When I got to this point with the size of the brakes, I really needed wheels that would fit over the calipers and rotors at the front, and ended up with the 17x9 rotors, and running a 245/35 profile on the tyres. I would have gone smaller, but that's what we ended up with. Looks wise, everybody loves an aerial atom. Everybody likes the openness, you can see everything. And then I saw on YouTube when I was looking at the Exocets, and I seen a black one, a guy in America, and this big wagon reversed straight into it. He'd only finished it like an hour, or picked it up an hour before he'd got it, and the guy was traumatized. He asked, what's the reason? He said, well, I didn't see it. and the car was black, and I thought, you know what, we're gonna have to go luminous. I mean, you know, people want to be able to see it, I want people to see it. So luminous yellow, as bright and as it's practically glow in the dark. The carbon fibre detailing, carbon fibre seats, carbon fibre interior, carbon floor, carbon wing mirrors, carbon rear wing. Everything's pretty much carbon. What couldn't be carbon is aluminium. Again, another weight saving, and everything down to the carbon fibre steering wheel. Feels like plastic, feels like it's about to break, but actually showed it's very strong. The whole look of it, you know, the carbon, it's just one of those performance looks that gives it the look of what it should go like. In actual fact, it actually goes better than what it looks like, in all fairness. But it's pretty much a one-off. I don't think there is another one that even looks like this now.